So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Chance! Goal! Spain! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's the chance to counter. That's a sharp pass. Ødegaard. Opts for safety. Shaw. And it's Thuongbaybi. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a fine interception. Shaw.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Ødegaard. Haaland. Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Konsa. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Here's Thuongbaybi. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Thuongbaybi. Bruno Fernandes gets flagged offside. Ødegaard. And it's Thuongbaybi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Nice looking ball. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Shaw. Bellingham. And Gabriel. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Saliba is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Decent hit from there. Saliba. And it's Shaw. Approaching the half-hour mark. To Bruno Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold has the space to scheme.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Spain are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. Good ball over the top. And a header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vitinha. Thuongbaybi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Shaw. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Chouameni. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha running with intent.
Spain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And that's been slipped through. And he's managed to get rid. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Haaland. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Haaland. Now it's Ødegaard. That is very well defended.
This is the time you need that pace.
Shaw. Looking for a runner. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Spain up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Spain are 1-0 up at half-time. Mbappe! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bruno Fernandes. Now this could be a chance. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Forced to go back. Ødegaard! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ødegaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Ødegaard. He has a look up. This Haaland! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now there's a... Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Spain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Alexander-Arnold. And they win it back again. Spain are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's going wide left. Crossed into the middle. And he shoots!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Chouameni. Thuram being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done and...
Here's a chance! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
The Netherlands can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Ødegaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Timber. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Here's Thuongbaybi. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Ah, such a clever touch. Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Konsa. Rice. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good read. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Shot could be on. Gibbs-White. And he's intervened well there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intent...
He's going for goal! Oh! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw. The Netherlands are level. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. The Netherlands restore parity.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can they find an extra gear here? Can he get on the end of this?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. So not long left in this now. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. And he can thump it away. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Burmo. And it's Timber.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Eze going forward. Eze's impressive. And it's come back out to him. He lifts the roof. Oh, that has got to be it. This has to be it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Spain look like they've won it, but it's not over yet. He'll try from distance. Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
De Bruyne, certainly.
That should be it. That will be it. Spain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. And here's Thuram. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Thuram. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bruno Fernandes. And he's picked out the run. This looks promising. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the keeper beats it away. That's very neat. Cross to the back post. And he's taking no chances there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That has ended up in no man's land. Little pass back. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's a cute ball. He's through here. So much time and... He's having a shot!
Brazil definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't...
Bruno Fernandes! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a little off target. Tchouaméni, the sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. And the score is 1-0. And they can counter here. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's nice. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a throw. Thuram. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's fabulous. Pass somewhat off target. Tchouaméni. Bruno Fernandes. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And it's Walker. Spain looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Bellingham. It's a chance for Spain to break. And Burmo. And he's chosen to go back. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe makes a dash for it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Mbappe. Burmo. And it's Thuongbaybi. And here's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? And he's there to clear it. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Spain have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Spain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Bruno Fernandes. No, he's not getting any further than that. And that interception was most necessary. Rice. Mbappe. Steaming on goalwards. Thuram. And it's Ødegaard. Timber. Chouameni. And it's Rice. That's a pretty loose pass. Shaw. Ødegaard. To Bruno Fernandes. Thuram being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Spain are still that goal to the good. And it's Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! That's put paid to the danger. Saliba. Thuram chasing after it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Van Dijk. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bellingham making good progress. Chouameni. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's their second corner of the game. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Looking to play him in. He is just caressing the ball. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, the defence proved infallible. He's having a hit!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Great vision. Haaland. He's free, he has big chance! He's not played the ball, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now it's Thuram. Rice. Eze. Into the last quarter of an hour. Space for him to turn and look. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So, third corner of the game. Ball's gone out of play. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Eze. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, great leap! And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Some resolute defending there. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's been shifted off it.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Ferran Torres. He's in a great position here. Could move up a gear here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Spain close now to seeing this one through to the end. And the number on the board is 3. Gibbs White. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
All hands on deck for this one. Keeper has taken decisive action. Thuongbaybi spread it left, and he's picked it up out wide. And that has been knocked clear. And that's it. Spain have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the title. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. It shoots! Goal!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Vitinha. He can run onto that. Mbappe! Shaw with the clearance. Nice sequence of passes, this. Odegaard. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's clever. Oh, look at the big chance! Saliba going vertical. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That's a cute ball. He's through here. Real chance! Sensational from Haaland! About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
A shot at goal! That was quite a hit.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Now, can they get him away?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely shaped ball. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbeumo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Haaland. And a chance! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Punched away. Spain are looking to go forward now. That's an imaginative pass. He's in one-on-one. And he's quick to get rid. And it's Odegaard. Odegaard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. A case now of complete control.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He can run onto that. Oh, he's bustling. And the finish! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Spain are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Bruno Fernandes taking charge of the dead ball. He's had a shot! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. That's a cute ball. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And here's Haaland. Both sides exercising caution for now. That's a good ball out wide. That's tidy. Thuongbaybi. Thuongbaybi has got himself a free kick. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Saliba. And here's Odegaard. Gyökeres! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Corner number 2 then. And they've got rid. Chance, surely! The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Well, that has not gone well. So we're still where we started right now. Bellingham. Bruno Fernandes. He's having a hit! And no, just off target. Engages and forces him off the ball. Chouameni. Bellingham. Could move up a gear here. Oh, well measured. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ødegaard. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. There's the header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And it's Ødegaard. And he's been shifted off it. Shaw did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Timber calmly anticipates. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's nice. Ødegaard. Haaland receives it in a good... Takes a shot! Oh, and no mistake! Shaw might just make this. Mancini. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he spark a counter here? Gyökeres. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
Tries one from range! They want to be quick to recover this. Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni. It's a chance for Spain to break. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. Chouameni clears it away. Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far. And I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Vitinha. He's being urged to shoot. Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Odegaard. Bruno Fernandes. Up towards the front line. Oh, can he get onto this? Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Gyökeres is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the ref.
He'll try from distance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Aimed beyond the defence. No, it's come to nothing. Tchouaméni, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's a shade optimistic. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Shaw. Now it's Haaland. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spain have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about...
Chance! Bruno Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bellingham. Now then, the ball's come loose. Great vision. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that was very necessary. Tchouaméni. Oh, they can break here. Bruno Fernandes. He's in a great position here. Timber wins the duel this time. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So changes a foot here and from both sides. Gibbs White plays a sharp little ball here. Now, can they get him away? And it's been hooked away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's a promising position. Cleared away. And it's Rice. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, there's the clearance. Lukaku. So not long left in this now. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Shaw has it out wide and in space. And that has been knocked clear. Threads one in. Hangs in a... Getting up there! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, that could be pivotal! A breakthrough! So late in the day! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Spain look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Spain have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Gyökeres voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Spain really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result, and congratulations to them.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. Lewandowski! Superb from Lewandowski! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Bruno Fernandes proves just a little bit too strong. Bellingham. Ødegaard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Lewandowski. Rice. Here's Tchouaméni. Burmo over to the right flank. And it's Tchouaméni. Bruno Fernandes for Rice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Big chance! Bellingham. Ødegaard. Opts for safety. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? And that's played in. And the finish! And no mistake. Spain are all square. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Lewandowski! Nicked it back promptly. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's a searching pass. Well, that has not gone well. Tchouaméni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bellingham. Haaland. Lewandowski. Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham, Haaland, Bellingham. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Tchouaméni. That's a little off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham, shot a goal! Goal! Spain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Spain have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
And he plays one through. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Ødegaard. That is lovely. Ødegaard. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Now it's Lewandowski. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Now it's Thuram. Chouameni. And it's Porro. Now it's Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Thuram. Now it's Haaland. Ødegaard. And he skips past his man. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Shaw. Saliba. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? Chouameni. And here's Thuram. Look at the... And a chance! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Spain claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Lewandowski must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he can thump it away. Not the most accurate pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Thuram. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Bellingham is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Chouameni. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. So we have movement on both benches. Chouameni. Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Haaland. Eze. Burmo. Looking to play him in. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, good read. Rice. Eze. Vitinha. So what can they make of this? Now it's Haaland. Haaland going forward. That has ended up in no man's land. Vitinha wriggles his way through. Vitinha. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbomo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Haaland certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's a key interception. Burmo. Passing is crisp and sharp. A probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Vitinha. Now it's Mbappe. And it's DiMarco. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now there's a fine ball. And a shot! And it's in! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Just one in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And here's Haaland.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Thuram. Oh, good ball. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Spain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. He has a look up. Elects to cross. And it's hoisted clear. Knocks it out wide. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. No way through. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. Oh, good ball. Eze will not want to lose. Chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much. Terrific effort! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spain restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Thuongbaybi. Vitinha. Quality ball. He's being urged to shoot, and the cross comes in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha charging for... He's having a hit! Brilliant by Vitinha! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they get themselves in front! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
The Netherlands have their lead. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Thuongbaybi. Good ball, good take. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well read, nice interception. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Bruno Fernandes. He slings... And the finish! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Vitinha looking understandably energised after his goal. That has ended up in no man's land. Ødegaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Ødegaard. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Mbappe played out to the left flank. Vitinha showing great feet there. Mbappe is onto this, and that's a dangerous ball. Goes for a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Ødegaard. Threads one in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Thuongbaybi! Oh, crossbar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the keeper beats it away. Spain are looking to go forward now. Tchouaméni and Mancini. Shaw. And it's Vitinha. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Mancini spots it and intercepts. And that signals the end of the first period. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And so the action is resumed.
Spain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the shot's on here. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that has been knocked clear. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shaw gets across to intercept that. Ødegaard. And here's Haaland. Eze. And smartly reclaimed. Gyökeres. No, he's had it taken off him.
Gyökeres clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Spain needing a change of fortune here. That's tidy. Pedro Porro. Oh, that's delightful. And a shot!
Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Mbappe. Now it's Eze. Very nicely done. Bruno Fernandes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Foot in. Bruno Fernandes looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communicate.
Shoots! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer.
Shot a goal! More pressure on the opposition goal.
The Netherlands really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Driving on and making good progress. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, they can break here. Opts for safety. Mancini. Eze is herring after that one. And it's Bellingham. Chouameni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Corner number 2 then. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Spain have their third corner. Courtois claims comfortably.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. Eze makes a dash for it. And here's Haaland.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the Late Late Show.
DiMarco. Chouameni. Just 5 minutes remaining now. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's gone backward here. Great chance! And no mistake. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit...
It's Lewandowski! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's it. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bruno Fernandes attempts a clearance. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both on and off the ball.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minute. Odegaard! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Odegaard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Spain have their third corner. They've played it short. And the pass is intercepted. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Shaw just loves to go forward whenever he can. Thuongbaybi cuts it out. Could move up a gear here. Bruno Fernandes tries one from range. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
So it is still 0-0. Haaland. Now, can they get him away? The Netherlands are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it, can he get away? Decent chance! Shaw can get it clear. Bruno Fernandes. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe ploughing through the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Mbappe. And he shoots! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's been shifted off it. Odegaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Shaw. Here's Vitinha. And it's Thuongbaybi. Now it's Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Haaland. Thuongbaybi. That's a pretty loose pass. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has been cut short. Now it's Thuram. This is a promising build-up. Pedro Porro. And it's Shaw. Saliba. Bruno Fernandes producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's well spotted. Thuongbaybi. Ødegaard. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. There they go, hunting again.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Thuram. He's having a pop. It's hit the upright. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. We're on the move again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Vitinha. Looking for the run. Great work on the overlap. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Pedro Porro tries across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
The Netherlands clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Pedro Porro. And here's Haaland. Haaland stood his ground strongly. He has a look up. Thuongbaybi. Haaland. Haaland. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And he is deftly. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bruno Fernandes! And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice looking ball. Thuram, he shapes to shoot! And that's a tidy finish. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Spain have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And a header! No, just not quite.
Lewandowski certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Vicario. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Eze. Eze unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And it's Rice. Gabriel with the clearance.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a wide position. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Pass somewhat off target. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lewandowski. There's the shot! And he hits the net. The Netherlands are level. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have movement on both benches. So they have it all to do again.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Look at the space and the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's there to get it away. De Bruyne.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Timber.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
5 minutes left on the clock. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, super ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Cross me. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
João Palhinha. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Chance here to counter. And Burmo. Ambitious ball here. Eze providing an outlet on that flank. Desperate defending required here. It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Deftly away. So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Spain pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Burmo. Well, they've got it again. Now Van der Ven. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Thuongbaybi. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Thuongbaybi, who does have an assist to his name. Rice. Eze looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Rice. Rice gets on his bike and on the move. Thuram gets into a good position. Mancini gets it away. And it's Eze. deftly away. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Good driving run. Showing good feet. And he's there to clear it. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. He shifted it to the flank. Rice, he's being urged to shoot. Judge, surely! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Spain are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Foot in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. The Netherlands clearly now in lead preservation mode. Holland, great defending, strong and determined.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
It's Lewandowski! Loose ball now, and there's... Oh, he's been caught napping! That's that, the end. Spain illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the game plan...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Thuongbaybi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Shaw clears without hesitation. That's an imaginative pass. Good ball over the top. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And he was quick to react. And back to the goalkeeper. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Thuongbaybi. And it's Shaw. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to belt it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Shaw running with the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shaw. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back it goes. There's the shot! Goal! Spain! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Thuongbaybi! Big chance, corner. The Netherlands have their second corner now. Shaw tries to clear. Spain are looking to go forward now. Thuongbaybi. Oh, good spread. Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? That's another chance. And a neat finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Vitinha. No way through. Odegaard. Can he get it through? Great vision. Bellingham. Bellingham! Eze. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good ball, good take. Oh, important interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Chouameni. Knocks it into space. And the ball is out of play. Pedro Porro. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha. Eze. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, he's taken it. Looking to play. Decent chance! And that's a tidy finish. Half-time imminent. What a time to score. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Vitinha demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And that is the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Spain are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Back on the way then. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, this is a chance, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And it's Porro. Chouameni. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he thumps it clear. And here's Mbappe. And it's Eze. Bruno Fernandes. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they can counter here. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
He is just caressing the ball. Mancini is there to clear. Haaland has created one goal already. And here's the chance to counter. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. Chouameni gets on his bike and on the move. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's run loose here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Just not quite happening for him just now.
The Netherlands really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
The Netherlands have their third corner. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Real chance! And he's stuck it away! The Netherlands are level! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Shapes to shoot! It's bounced back off the post. Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Szoboszlai proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chouameni.
The Netherlands really are showing all the necessary urgency.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Great chance here from position A1. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. And it's Rice. This looks promising. And he's taking no chances there. Eze. So what can they make of this? Mancini. Here's Chouameni. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get on the end of this? Szoboszlai. Getting up there! Oh, good finish! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
And this is the big chance. And that has been knocked clear. Van Dijk. Gabriel. Out towards the flank.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chouameni. Now Van de Ven. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. The Netherlands go in search of a late winner. Plenty to aim at here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Spain conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Eze! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Terrific effort! And he hits the net. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
The Netherlands are making a change now.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up.
He's going for goal! Gibbs-White. That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. In towards the back. Oh, good effort! It's a goal! What a moment to score! A major shift in extra time. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
The Netherlands cut their deficit and look raring to go again. Saliba getting this one clear. He's had a and we're halfway through extra time. The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? João Palhinha.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Thuram, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eze. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Schuberschlei. The Netherlands are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack. And
It's Lewandowski! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Gibbs-White. Spain, moments now away from seeing this one out. Van der Ven. Ah, this looks sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a searching pass. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Saliba. And Mancini. That is good progress on the left. Mancini. And we're done. Spain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Thuram on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.